Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Daily Cafe Chat. It is Monday, December 22nd. Ugh, Monday. Good morning, Emily. Did you have a good weekend? I did. I went to a winter market and bought some handmade candles. It was lovely. How about you, Lisa? Did you recover from your pancake adventure and lazy Sunday?
Yes, I actually went for a jog yesterday evening to balance it out, so I'm feeling surprisingly fresh today, ready to attack the week.
That's the spirit. We have a massive menu to start the week right.
Massive? Like a giant burger or a mountain of donuts?
Not exactly. Today, we are going to look at 3 very different stories.
Okay, tell me what we've got.
First, we have a pay package worth $56 billion for Elon Musk.
56 billion. That is definitely massive and kind of scary. That is more money than some countries have.
Then we have a once-in-a-lifetime photo of 2 rare sky phenomena happening at the same time.
Ooh, mysterious sky stuff. I love that. Is it aliens or maybe a glitch in the simulation?
And finally, we are going inside a new airplane suite that brings luxury to smaller planes.
Luxury travel, my favorite topic. Let's do this.
Before we start, here is today's key word quiz. The word is phenomenon.
Phenomenon. It sounds scientific or like a magic spell.
It can be scientific, but it's used in many contexts. Keep your ears open for it.
I'm listening carefully. Let's start with the first story, the billions of dollars.
Okay, first story. Let's talk about Elon Musk and Tesla. You heard about his pay package drama?
Sort of. I heard he wasn't getting paid or something, which sounds crazy for a billionaire. I mean, doesn't he own the company?
Not entirely. He owns a large chunk, but it's a public company. Back in 2018, Tesla shareholders approved a pay package for him worth about $56 billion, but a judge in Delaware canceled it earlier this year, saying it was unfair.
56 billion? I can't even count that high. Why did the judge say no? Was it just too much money?
It was more complex than that. The judge, Kathleen McCormick, argued that the board of directors wasn't independent enough from Musk. She said they were too close to him personally, vacationing together, having long histories, so they couldn't fairly negotiate against him for the shareholders. So it was like asking your best friends to set your salary. Of course they would say yes. Exactly. She felt he effectively controlled the process, but now the Delaware Supreme Court has restored the package. So the package is back. He gets the money. What changed? Yes, the Supreme Court ruled that the shareholders' vote should be respected. Even if the process wasn't perfect, the investors, the people who actually own the shares, voted overwhelmingly to give him the money. Not once, but twice.
Twice? Why would they do that? Do they just like giving away money?
They believe in his leadership. Under his guidance, Tesla's value skyrocketed from a struggling car maker to a trillion-dollar giant at one point. They see this payment as a fair reward for hitting impossible targets. It wasn't a salary, it was a performance bonus. If Tesla failed, he would get 0.
Oh, I see. So it was high risk, high reward, and he won.
Basically, yes. It confirms his control about 20% of Tesla voting rights. It's a huge win for him and sets a big precedent for corporate law. It basically says, if the owners say it's okay, the court shouldn't interfere too much.
I guess even billionaires have to fight for their paycheck. It makes my monthly salary look like dust in the wind. But I guess if I made my company $56 billion, I'd want a bonus too.
Don't say that. Every job is important, but it shows how much value investors think he brings to the company, even after all the controversy.
True, he is definitely a unique character. Speaking of unique things, what was the second story?
Moving on to the second story, let's look up at the sky. This is about a photo taken over the Himalayas.
Ideally from a safe distance, right? I don't want to be on the mountain at night. It sounds cold.
Don't worry, the photographer was safe. The photo captured two very rare lightning events simultaneously. One is a gigantic jet, and the other is a red Sprite.
Red Sprite? Sounds like a soda flavor or a video game character. What is it?
It's a type of lightning that happens above the clouds. It looks like a red jellyfish or fireworks exploding upwards. It usually happens about 50 to 90 kilometers up in the mesosphere.
Whoa, red jellyfish in the sky? That sounds terrifyingly beautiful. Why are they red?
It's because of the nitrogen in the atmosphere. When the electricity excites the nitrogen molecules at that altitude, they glow red. It's a bit like a neon sign.
A neon sign made by nature. That is poetic. And what about the gigantic jet?
A gigantic jet is even more powerful. It's a bolt of lightning that shoots straight up from the cloud into space, reaching 50 miles high. It connects the thunderstorm directly to the ionosphere.
Shooting into space? Like a laser beam? Nature is wild. Why do they do that?
Scientists think it's a way for the storm to discharge excess energy when there is a blockage preventing normal lightning from hitting the ground, so it blasts upwards instead.
I can't go down, so I'm going up. That's kind of inspiring.
Seeing them both in one visual frame is extremely rare. It's a once-in-a-lifetime shot. The photographer had to wait for a perfectly clear night with no moon to capture the faint light. Scientists call it a rare atmospheric phenomenon.
Ah, phenomenon. I found the keyword.
You got it. A phenomenon is an observable fact or event, especially one that is unusual or impressive, like these red lightning jellyfish.
I love that word. It sounds so dramatic. The Lisa phenomenon.
What does that phenomenon involve? Eating too many tacos?
Maybe, and being awesome at finding keywords. Fair enough.
Now, finally, for a third story, let's talk about flying. American Airlines just launched their new Flagship Suites on the A321 XLR.
A321. That's a smaller plane, right? Not the huge double-decker ones.
Exactly. It's a narrow-body or single-aisle plane. Usually, business class on these planes is just a slightly bigger chair. But these are full suites with doors.
Doors on a small plane? That sounds cozy, like a little flying apartment.
It really is. The reviewer said it offers incredible privacy. You get a lie-flat seat that turns into a bed, plenty of storage, and a 4K screen. And because there's a sliding door, you can sleep without anyone watching you.
That is the dream. No awkward eye contact with strangers while I sleep with my mouth open. I hate that.
Yes, exactly. The XLR stands for extra long range. These planes can fly from New York to Rome or London, so being comfortable is crucial.
Wait, a small plane flying across the ocean? Is that safe?
Yes, very safe and efficient. It allows airlines to fly direct routes to smaller cities that big planes can't serve. But usually the comfort was lower. This new suite changes that. It brings wide-body luxury to narrow-body planes.
Wide-body luxury on a narrow-body plane. Sounds like a catchy slogan, but I bet it's expensive. I need to ask Elon Musk for a loan. Maybe ask for just a tiny % of his pay package. Just 0.001% would be fine. I could buy my own plane with that. So, let's recap our Monday mix. We had Elon Musk's restored billions, the $56 billion paycheck that the shareholders insisted on giving him, then the beautiful double lightning phenomenon in the Himalayas, the red jellyfish and space laser, a true nature light show, and finally the new private suites on American Airlines. My future flying apartment with a door to hide my sleeping face.
Which one of these stories stuck with you the most?
I think the lightning. It reminds me how big and mysterious the world is. Just looking at the photo wakes me up. I want to see a red Sprite one day.
It really does. We want to hear from you too. What is a natural phenomenon you have seen that impressed you?
Maybe a double rainbow or a meteor shower? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you for starting your week with us.
Have a fantastic Monday. Go get 'em, guys. See you tomorrow.